Hello and welcome back to She's at the Vicarage and day 10 of Motivation for May. We're going to step back in time first to a vlog that I prepared but didn't put out to explain the task that I completed today. Hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry I've not vlogged for a while, but this is our vlog for today, and on the screen you can see our beautiful rabbit Amos. Amos was nearly 8 years old, and I was going to show you how I was going to adapt his old run, connect it to his newer run, so he had more space. And it's one of those jobs that I've just kept putting off in the garage, and it was a sunny day the other week, and so I decided to get on with that project, and I'm going to share that with you now. Sadly, Amos passed away, and so I will then continue to share with you the packing away of all his stuff. Decluttering happens all the time, and this is probably one of my saddest declutters to take place, but this is Amos about a year ago, when he was having a little bit of a strop with me because it was raining and he wanted to get in and he wanted me to pick him up. Stepping back in time, this is his old hutch that had sat in the garage for ages. You'll have seen it there. I just had fitted new plates to give a bit of a shelter, and then I spent this lovely sunny day, sorry about that of you, painting, varnishing, adding a new coat of varnish to this run, and then the idea was going to connect the old one to the new one. But sadly Amos doesn't need it anymore, he's running free. And so I began to collect up the things that we don't need anymore. This piece of carpet that would always go on the top of Amos's hutch to keep him warm at night time. Some nail clippers that were past their best, and so I decided they could just go. I'd inherited them from someone else with a rabbit. And then this towel that I used to wrap him in when he got wet in the rain. Things that aren't needed. He's had this tunnel for all of his life, and so that too could go in the bin. And then a piece of cardboard that he's liked to sit on when the ground is quite cold. In the earlier months of this year, he sat on a piece of cardboard in his run. And then it was about taking the run apart, getting it ready to go. I might well use that for my plants, so I'll keep that one, but this one was past its best. It looks okay because I painted it, and it would have done the job as an extension to his run, but it can go now. So slowly taking this bit apart. It's really strange actually, because the screws and the joints and stuff, I keep thinking, oh, I could reuse those, and I tell myself off that I didn't want to hoard just because I was sad, and so have taken this apart, ready to go to the tip as well. And so this is explaining what our task was that I completed this day on the 10th of May. This was a few weeks ago. I began to take the hutch apart, and I decided I was going to make a planter out of it. Didn't need a double height hutch, but the wood was quite good quality really. He'd only had the hutch for a few years, and so I decided to start adapting it so that I could use it as a planter in this area. And so I cut the legs down. I kind of stabilised the legs by adding these beams across, and then just sorting out the back of it, and then putting a board in where the grill was. And so that's as far as I got. And then this is today, May the 10th. I spent the day this morning painting this planter. It's actually the same cuprinol paint that I've painted the shed with. So the shed is just the other side of this brick wall. And so at certain angles you can see the shed and the planter. So I think they'll look good together. You'll notice I've turned it round so the doors are now at the back against the wall. Then I lined it with some plastic that I had rolling around the garden really. That's the old sawdust and hay that was hay for Amos, and I just thought I'd use it to fill up the bottom of the planter. And then this is all old compost that I got that we have growing, rotting I think is the word I want, in our garden. And then I began to add the plants in as well. So I repotted the kale into here. I decided to have some onions in it. And so this is the grand reveal today. I've actually also cleared this area, brushed it down. That's the Acer that I planted yesterday. I've replanted the other plant into the planter. And then you can see the kale and the onions. And I've also just put some carrot seeds in, just on the off chance that they grow around it as well. I'm not very good at growing carrots, but I thought I might as well try. Wonder what you think about that. The hutch transformed to a planter. Well, that's today's job. I wonder what you've been getting up to today. I hope you've had a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. See you tomorrow.